And welcome back to Wildewitch RP's live play of our Burning Veil campaign. What is Wildewitch RP, you might ask? I'll tell you. Wildewitch RP is me, Faye, your game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love role-playing games and sharing stories with all of you so much that we quit our day jobs and created our own companies so that way we could create high-quality TTRPG experiences full-time. We've been very fortunate along the way to meet many awesome and amazing players who have joined us on our adventure, including the players who are with us today, and you can join them in all the fun. To get started playing with us, just join our Discord and website community, where you can sign up for games, meet us and all of our players, talk about your favorite characters and stories, and even roleplay on our forums. We've got plenty of games that happen every day, Monday through Saturday, so that way you can play in our Mortal Guardians episodic campaign and fight back against the evil Coven of Zol and their dark masters from the void beyond the stars. We also offer high-quality custom quests, magic items, and our playthrough of the D&D's Dragonlance campaign. So, take a moment during game to join us and introduce yourselves. We can't wait to see you at the table. Now, speaking of the table, let's get started with today's game. We are picking back up in Lonrake as our group of adventurers has returned. Not the same as they were when they set out, perhaps not so muchly changed. You still carry with you the effects of the Skyfire. You can still feel its pull, that shifting within you. But with the destruction of the Fae and Shadow Hearts, the pain has lessened. Now, you have made your way to ask for a repayment of your services with Master Fulmar, which you were given payment. You've found your way over to the blacksmith and placed a commission. You helped Terminder fight through some of the anxieties that she is feeling. And you have joined Cariante. She has invited you to dinner at the tavern, where she has called attention to herself and is about to speak. And it is here that we pick up. You have helped me do great good. And I understand that your aims are your own. But there is still work that needs to be done with the Salvation Key. I plan to see this through to the end, as it is how I can make it up to my master. You are free to walk away at any point. It is without hesitation or without question that Ansel is the first to respond. I will fight this to the end. He looks at Kari as he delivers this, but his eyes turn to you all, watching to see where you will fall.
Well, this is a very noble cause, and I wish I could follow this and help you. I really sincerely do. But I need to get to Winterveld. I mean, yes, granted, it is not safe for us to go there now, but I need. Do you think that it's gotten to a point where we may be able to travel to Winterveld in a safe manner?
I am unsure. I know that the fires still burn in the sky, the barriers are still in place. I do not know of what travels the roads between here and Winterveld.
We also know that they were trying to kill Master Strat. Help me.
Strevengar.
Thank you. Is that a thread that you all are willing to follow now, or do you have other priorities?
Well, Freesta has told us that she's sightseeing. So who knows what that means. But for myself, so I'm looking for my brother, right? And I would think he'd go to a city, but a month ago he was buying crossbow bolts, and he seems to have some connection to the bad folks around this area. And also, I don't really want to. Ansel keeps telling us that we might die of these Fey death mark thingies. I don't know if I believe that, but I'd rather that not be the way I go, personally. So I guess, I don't know, it seems like either way we go, we'll end up doing the same things. But
I had forgotten about the marks and the need to stay close to Brother Ansel.
I doubt that it is quite so dire at this point. We have lessened it with the destruction of 2 portions of this, but there's still more work to be done with this salvation key, as Kari has called it. Renan speaks up at this point. I desire greatly to understand where I came from. But this is important. I too will fight.
Look over at Freesta.
The only reason that I'm still here is because you all are my friends. And you all have gotten caught up in this, so if you are staying to fight, then I will as well.
Yes. May I have the night to decide? To think it over.
Kari nods, and Taraminder, quiet, pushing around the food on her plate. I'm with Freesta here. You all helped me. Whatever you guys think is best, I'll go with you guys. So, with that, you all can finish out dinner, however you
Yay.
are able or wanting to.
Messy.
Yeah.
Do we eat any leftovers?
This is all. Oh,
There's no
yeah.
leftovers.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm sure that Andy's the kid at school of like, hey, are you going to finish that?
Yeah. Yep, that is handy.
Terramender just, like, as soon as you finish your plate, she swaps hers with yours.
Oh, now I feel really bad. I'm gonna take like a roll off and put it next to it.
Has she eaten at all?
Not at dinner. Not that you've seen. Like, she makes motions and kind of moves the food around, but, she doesn't eat.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Gonna be a therapist by the end of this.
Give her a tight hug. That helps.
Yeah, I tried that. It didn't solve everything.
No, it's not supposed to solve everything.
Oh, really? Weird.
No, it just helps them for that moment when they're having a really, really like bad panic attack.
I'm gonna have to hug her like 24/7.
It's my secret cap. I'm always panicked.
Yep, that checks out. Or just kind of pat her on the shoulder, give her the roll, and say food is good, and go back to stuffing my face.
Okay. She takes a tentative bite. It's very sort of, again, slow, but, I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yep. Can lead a horse to water.
She's trying.
10 out of 10.
So, night comes. You do have, if I remember correctly, you did get rooms here.
Yes. Oh,
Or a
One-
room.
I thought it was one room, yeah.
single room was the last one available.
Yeah, you guys got a room here. You basically, you have an area to sleep.
Can I go get my shirt first?
You can 100% get your chain shirt first. As you
Great.
arrive in the evening, sun not yet entirely set. You head into the blacksmith shop and oh, you're back.
Yep.
Give me 1 moment. And the tabaxi woman heads into the back. You can hear the jangle of different metals. And as she comes back, she has clipped down the chain shirt you had seen before, now to fit a halfling stature.
So excited. I take it as 50 gold, right?
50 gold, I believe it was, yes.
Great. I put that on the table and I'm like, thank you so much. And then I run outside and put it on.
Okay. You have a chain shirt now.
I'm so excited. I'll go back to time.
This evening, what do you all do?
Paula, I think, spends about an hour or two outside just staring at the stars and talking and try to talk to the wild mother. Wild mother, I need some advice. I guess thinking out loud helps as well. She's got her pipe lit, by the way. This mission that you had helped me, go on. I need to get to Winterville. And I know this is important and time sensitive. But I feel very strongly that staying and helping my friends here fight these evil and deal with what's happening is also very important. I am torn and I don't know what I should do. Help me. And she meditates.
Now, just want to make sure here. This is more of just like a flavor of you speaking out your prayers, not utilizing
Yeah.
any divine magics, right?
I wish I had divine magic, but I don't have anything that would be appropriate for this instance. At least not yet.
So as you sit and meditate, let's see. You are you listen to the realm around you. You hear the thrum of life. There are the people that still drink within the tavern. There is a sound of insects in the forest around you. And there is the flare that still lights up the night sky. There is the barricade to Winterveld, cutting you off. It is strange for a moment, everything is quiet. As you look at that barricade, it stretches far above the tree lines, reaches out to touch the sky, almost licks at the stars, it seems. So much waits in Winterveld. But there is much to be done here as well. There is a warmth, and almost as if you're by a campfire. Just for a moment. And the door opens. You hear the stumbling of some figure, laughing, saying his goodbyes, before making his way off to his own abode.
Do I feel like that warmth that I felt was supposed to sway me one way or the other?
Roll an insight check if you would like.
Natural 20 for 23.
It was a comforting warmth. Here in the present. It doesn't seem to have any sort of stipulations alongside it.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of think about my friends that I've made. This seems immediate. It affects a lot of people. It's important. We're going to Winterveld and doing what I was going to do there seemed far away. Okay, I think Tala has made her decision. She goes in, back to the room, and sleep. Comfortably. Peacefully.
Does Friesta do anything this evening?
No, Priesta just goes to sleep like normal, planning to get up early, as usual.
Okay. You all successfully complete a long rest. And as morning comes, whether it is early or whether it is with the sun, just afterwards, what does morning look like for our adventurers?
I head downstairs and see if I can buy everyone breakfast to take up to the room.
Yeah, usually. There's a different figure behind the bar this morning. A elven gentleman, hair pulled back into a ponytail. Yeah, a breakfast. We can do. Are you wanting the basics or something a little extra?
We'll start with the basics, 'cause it's for 1, 2, 3. Cody, Terramanda, Ansel.
Ansel stays at the.
Yep. Ansel's gone. 5 of us?
A basic breakfast for 5. You'd be looking at about 8 silver.
Okay, we'll go for that, and whatever an extra 2 silver would get me, and I just give him a gold.
We can throw in a few extra links of sausage or a couple slices of bacon.
That'd be fantastic.
Would you prefer the sausage or the bacon?
Give me 1 second, and she runs up and shakes Andy awake. Andy,
What?
sausage
What?
or sausage or bacon?
Yes.
That's
Why-
exactly what I said.
Um. Um. I don't know. Bacon. I was bacon.
Bacon. Okay, go back to sleep. Trista runs back down.
Okay. But wait, are you getting food?
Trista's gone.
Wait, I think she's getting food. And Andy's gonna like leap out of bed.
Bacon would be
Put it
fantastic,
up.
thank you.
Alright, I will, I'll put the order in. So he leaves back to the kitchen, and it's a few minutes, but eventually breakfast does arrive. Bits of hearty toast, some extra bacon, grilled vegetables, mainly tomatoes, but some others that are present as well, potatoes and eggs. Lots of eggs.
Awesome. thank you. And I'll try and take it on upstairs.
I imagine that it's as you take it upstairs. Andy, you jumped out of bed. Did you leave the room?
Yes. To go get food.
You have a Andy at your feet, so it's kind of like walking with a cat trying to get in the way.
Andy, give me some leg room.
What?
I need to move.
Oh, okay.
Let's get to the room first.
Oh, okay.
Don't sound sad. Now I feel bad.
It's fine. It's fine.
Is it? It doesn't sound fine.
Once I get food, I'll be fine.
Okay.
Waking up's always a struggle.
Do you want to talk about it?
No,
We have some
food would be
time.
good.
Okay, I'll continue moving at a very slow pace so I don't drop anything.
All right. So, you make it back to the room. No calamities of falling food.
That's good. I wouldn't
Ooh.
want that. Although
Hala
I'd eat it anyway.
smells the food and just emerges from her shell.
Point.
Oh. Vegetables. Grilled vegetables? And for the first time, she actually partakes in the grilled vegetables and a bit of toast.
Hala, are you vegan or vegetarian?
Vegetarian.
I'd give us
And
some
I
eggs
can
as
have
well.
I can have, meat. It just, I don't have it that often. Oh,
It's
thank
fine.
you.
Just eat what you're comfortable with. I got quite a lot because we have somebody glaring at Andy who likes to.
Who's already eating?
Yeah. She can't even hear me right now. She's in her own little world.
Mm.
Love that for
Thank
her.
Thank you very much for breakfast, Rista.
No
Yeah, thank
problem.
you. Nom nom nom.
So, you would notice that Kari kept keeping to her early morning rising. Is not in the room when you awake and purchase breakfast. But Terraminder is. And Terraminder takes a small portion, a little bit
Good.
of sausage, eggs, toast, and some of the tomato, but not overly much. Again, two different halfling eating styles.
Stark contrast.
But breakfast is had. And as... Oh, Renan's there, too, as well.
Is Ansel there, or is he back at the?
Ansel spent his night at the what's it called? Temple.
Temple?
Yes.
Temple. Okay. Cool.
Oh, I forgot about Renan, but since Kari isn't
Yeah.
here and Terramanda doesn't eat much, I'm sure there's enough
Yeah.
for everybody.
There's enough for everybody present. It's okay. Renan also forgot about Renan.
Yikes.
Damn.
A knock.
Look,
Abby's not here. Renan's,
Fine.
I'm sure
I
she
can-
can take care of herself.
I need to check the viewers, see if Kelsey's still here.
I can be
No,
bean to
we-
my NPCs. So, as you are eating and as the morning comes into a full bloom, heading down to greet the day, What are you doing?
I think soon as everybody's together, like Brother Ansel and also
You
Tar.
don't see them yet. You're still in the
Okay,
tavern.
right.
Are you trying to
Okay.
find everybody?
No, once they are together, I will share my decision.
Detect thoughts. No, kidding. Kidding.
We should probably find Kari, because I don't know where she ran off to, but maybe go get Ansel first?
Have we decided what we want to do about Master Folmar?
He's very sus.
Yes.
That's my decision.
Yes.
I think it'd be dangerous to delve more into that at the moment.
Okay.
Ah, I ate danger for breakfast. No.
No,
Kidding.
you didn't. You ate eggs, bacon, and sausages and
What if I
tomato.
named it danger and then I ate it? Would that count?
So we should have like a set meal and then just name it danger. And
Yeah.
then just try and make it as much as possible.
Right. I think I was told a book or something where someone said that. I thought it was amusing.
Really
Is that
impractical.
the new chain mail?
Yeah,
That looks
it's great.
good
And I,
on
like,
you.
do a little twirl. Yeah, it's great. I don't know what to do with my other armor, but I'm just gonna keep it for now. Oh, actually,
Would you like me to carry it?
no, that's okay.
Okay.
Could
I'll
have
hold on
tried
to
to
it.
exchange it at the blacksmith. and
No,
see
no,
if
no,
you
no.
could-
I don't wanna get rid of it.
Oh,
Oh, you're gonna make me remember a name here.
take your
Oh
time.
yeah, it was handmade,
What-
yeah?
No, it was an uncle.
Yeah.
Uncle made it. Some uncle. Hold up. Pause, please.
Hold,
Uncle
please.
Uncle Torn made it, right? Yep. So
Handmade.
I'll just keep it for now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everything here is handmade, but
Right.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So should we? Well, Brother Ansel will probably come and meet us. Yes? Or do we need to go get him?
I
Could
don't
probably just
know,
go say
but
hi.
he might know where Kari is as well.
Wanna be
But what if
together?
Kari comes back and there's nobody here?
We can just tell the barkeep.
Okay. Do you want to go tell the barkeep?
Sure.
Okay.
Go downstairs.
Okay. So, the barkeep there, you see the elven gentleman who's behind, different than the woman you had seen last night.
Lovely. First of all, can I get another order of breakfast to go, please?
We don't really have to-go meals.
Like something like more stable, like jerky or like bread or like cheese.
I mean, if you want, you could pay for a half loaf.
How would a full loaf?
I'm not sanctioned to give a full loaf.
2 half loaves?
The thing is that we've got a lot of people that are here in town and eating things.
Okay, a half loaf. How much is a half loaf?
A half loaf would be about 2 copper pieces.
Okay, cool. I'll take a half loaf, please.
All right.
So, if the large, sorry, yeah, I mean relative to me, you probably don't know this person. I don't know how to describe Kari. Did we get a description?
Yeah, she
describe
she has a elven appearance, golden tinged skin, hair, blonde, golden eyes, sun elf is what she looks like. You all would know that she's got a little bit more celestial heritage because you saw the wings
Yeah.
in the trap.
Is that metal armor?
Yeah, she wears metal armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna say all that.
Yeah.
And then if she comes looking for us, we'll be at the temple to Solanta.
Cilantro,
Over
yes.
yonder?
Yeah, I'm aware.
And if you could just say that to her, I'd be much obliged. I'll give him like an extra 5 copper.
I'll keep that in mind, yeah. So
Thank you.
he heads off. He comes back very shortly with a roughly cut half loaf.
Great.
It is larger than your head, just barely.
Really? This is great.
Halflings are, again, like the size of kids, but proportional, so they don't have like the big head that like human
Right,
kids
right,
have when they're at that height, because they grow into it. Like you're full grown.
Well, and this is a, big folk sized half loaf, so it's different. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'll just be munching on that for like 20 minutes.
Oh my god. I thought you were bringing it to Brother Ansel.
No. That nice. He might
I
get to
love
see it
Andy
from-
so much.
Do I go? Are they down with me? Or if not, I'll just go back up and say, okay, done.
No,
You can go now.
I figured you were all downstairs when
Yeah,
this was happening. Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Because, small room. Okay for sleeping, not so much standing around.
Sounds good. Alright, off we go.
What's the weather like?
It's fair weather. Nothing quite so beautiful. There's a bit of cloud cover, but sun breaks through every so often. It doesn't look like rain. And it is at this time that the the barriers in the distance grow with the black fires. So you feel Andy and Friesta the tugging on your marks. Not as intense since the destruction of the Fey heart and the Shadow heart, but something that is still present.
Concerning.
Okay, we walk, yeah?
Yeah. So, as you find yourselves at the Temple of Salantra, there are a few acolytes present in the morning, but you do not immediately see Ansel.
Should we shout his name really loud?
You think he might be at the gravesite?
You did not see him in the graveyard when you passed by it. It is near the temple.
Yeah, sure, Friesta, go for it.
Ansel! Hello! We've come to say hi and stuff.
One of the other acolytes, as they all kind of look at you as you shout for Ansel, calls back, Ansel's not here right now.
What?
Really?
Where'd he go?
Some woman, with golden hair came by in the morning, took him after the first round of prayers.
Right. Do you know where they went?
No, they just seem to be heading back into the town.
Oh, it's too. If you see them before we do, let them know that their friends are very disappointed in them.
Okay,
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Lisa starts walking out.
All right, walk in the light. And
I'll try.
what is that supposed to mean?
Sounds like a threat, to be honest.
Yeah.
If we
That's
Miss
weird.
them?
I don't. I was just eating my loaf. I have no idea.
We came from the town. We might have passed them, but curries are very early, so they might have left before.
Well, you're still in the town. The temple isn't outside of the town. That's in Ramsdale, where the temple's on the outskirts.
Mm.
So, if you want, you could roll for me, perhaps investigation checks if you want to go searching the town, or other checks if you think them to be appropriate.
It's a natural 20.
That's good.
Andy, this is some top-notch bread. Sure,
Great.
you're
I'm happy.
Sure, you're keeping an eye out for your friends, but you gotta make sure that you get every bit, every crumb. Can't
Yep.
be leaving that stuff out for the ants. Tala and Vrista, as you kind of keep your eyes looking, you do see the familiar gleam of armor, and Kari, with Ansel nearby, seem to be speaking to another figure near what looks to be a training yard or barracks. They have a table that has been laid out that they are looking at.
I just want to sneak up and try and listen in, but that also seems like something mean to do to friends.
You want to sneak? I can turn you invisible.
It already feels quite mean that I'm sneaking up on friends. To turn invisible just seems like it to worsen it.
But what if I just turn you invisible and you have no choice?
I
Big
could
smile.
be invisible and not spy on them.
Yeah.
I love you,
Sure.
Andy.
I think my bread's gone and I'm sad now.
That makes sense to me.
Well, you're not able to buy a full loaf. Why did you go for a half loaf?
We had a whole conversation.
It's about
Apparently, they don't give half loaves, full loaves.
what? Didn't you buy 2 half loaves?
I
Have a full
tried.
loaf. Break the system.
I know. I tried. I really did. That barkeep though. Kind of a bread bigot, if you know what I mean.
Damn,
It's fine.
you let him get to you? That isn't like you, Andy. Are you okay?
Well, he came out with the half loaf, and I was satisfied because that would be a full loaf from back home. So it worked out.
That's fair. You're very small.
Well, our hands just can't deal with needing anything bigger than our heads. So it's more of a physical limitation than imaginative limitation.
It's
God.
understandable. I'm looking for some more moral feedback on spying on our friends. If anyone has something to add.
Oh,
No.
I don't think spying would be good. But if that's what you want to do, I won't stop you. You are the good guys here, so you know what would be good for your friends.
I don't know what to feel after that. Hey, Ansel, Kari, what are you doing? Hi.
Kari and Ansel look up, as do the other figure, as does the other figure that they are speaking with. We were going over plans for going to the mound.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Ouch.
It's an 18.
Kari doesn't seem to be deceivable.
Great. I was worried about nothing.
Going to the mound?
Yeah, wait, hold it.
The last salvation key piece is at the mound.
Oh, good. Excellent. I'm so glad. We should have
Ansel and
more
I were talking of it, as well as Captain Steralda, and she motions to the other woman here. You can see that Captain Steralda is older, her hair starting to silver, but she wears her armor well as she looks over each of you.
Wait, is this the last piece?
The last piece is at the mound, yes.
Uh-huh.
But you have Captain Steralda, Kari, and Ansel over, and as you get closer, if you move closer, you see that it is a map. It's got different sort of markings on it in chalks and charcoal.
This is a bad idea.
Is there a reason you were going over plans without us, or?
To allow you all the freedom of choice. You had a night to look over your options and decide if you were to stay in this fight, or if you were to be on your way. This fight is needing to progress.
Well, I guess this is a good time to tell you that I have decided to stay with you. The fact that you guys are going back to the mound is, well, decision clincher? However, I would, do you think we need Death Rock?
Yes.
Oh my god, we left Death Rock at the Ricento
Yep.
place. Oh
Yep.
god, we
We
need to
did.
go back. We need to go.
Unfortunately, I don't believe that that will be on our pathway.
Oh,
However,
Make it on our pathway. You're
How-
making the plans.
ever in the possibility that you all were to be on your own way, parting from us, I spoke to Captain Steralda here, and the Lon Marok militia could join us. Right now, the only thing I can offer you all is information, Captain Steralda says. If we're wanting to get action, well, we'll have to get authorization from Master Formal.
Oh, that guy. Uh-huh.
However,
Make an appointment.
I believe that with enough men on your side, and you'll be able to take on the raiders over at the mound. Just to let you know what I was speaking to Coriante about. The mound is heavily guarded. Scouts have reported that much. It also seems that Big Sig is aware of what you're attempting to do with the destruction of the pieces of the Salvation Keep.
This is a bad idea. This is a really bad idea. Do like a little minor illusion of like an explosion. This will be us. Part 2.
Which is why I suggest that you get the authorization from Fomar, because then it won't just be you all going on there. You'd have people.
We did request to meet with Ulma, and we said to one of his little people that we would check back in every day to see if
One of his little people.
it is underlings.
Yep.
other words I can think of that aren't very nice.
Yep. Yep. Same. Schmucks. Patsies.
I
Eejits.
like it. You're better at insults than me, I'll leave it to you.
Donkeys.
Ooh, I like that.
Yep.
Well, I could join with you. Perhaps my presence will call for Fulmar to see you more immediately.
Wait, you can get in? Is that what you said?
I am the captain of the the village's militia. I hold a place of governance. Perhaps not over the entire village like Fulmar does, but enough that I carry a bit of weight.
More than we, apparently. Okay. Yeah, that'd be good. Because otherwise, bad things. I mean, still be bad things, but they'd be worse, probably. Without y'all.
Well then, let us head over to meet with Master Fulmar then. Heading over, you have a guard again placed outside of the governance hall. He's about to go into his typical spiel when he spots the captain amongst your group. And instead of letting you all be aware that you need to make an appointment, the word shift. Or state your business. Kari will be, if none of you speak up first. We're here to speak with Master Fulmar. Please alert the Master that this is perhaps a urgent matter. And the guard looks over to each of you. Can I just get what your passive charisma would be? So 10 plus your modifier.
10.
13. 13.
Okay.
Low.
What is
Very low.
what is the number?
It'll be like 9.
Okay. So the guard leaves. And when he comes back, he motions you all into the office building. And Master Fulmar is at work as you enter into his office, but it seems that he has agreed to see you.
Wow. This will be entertaining.
What is this urgent business?
Well, we need your help. We need you to join our
Give permission.
we need your permission. Yes. to take your militia people out of town.
Absolutely not.
What
Oh,
if we
good.
said please?
The militia needs to stay within Lonrick to protect our people here.
Can I insight check that?
Go ahead, give me an insight check.
I don't like this guy. Oh, dirty 20.
There definitely seems to be something amiss based with prior interactions, based with the interactions of his guard. And your understanding is that, perhaps you could the positioning of Lonrick seems well enough. There's been a few sightings outside, and bandits that get close, but the village itself has been no direct threats have happened while you've been here. But
What if
Andy, 20 insight. You might be able to find something that's causing him to act as he does. Some sort of motivation or reason. You just have to dig a little bit further.
Okay, question mechanically speaking above table. Casting detect thoughts. I just cast it. I mean, I know there's a somatic component.
Verbal
Oh, no,
and
it's all
somatic, I believe.
It is verbal, somatic, and material. But this would be something you could use what's it called for? I love that the somatic is a copper piece. Penny for your thoughts. I just realized that.
Yeah. Like, could I
Lachlan's
cast it now, or would it be super weird?
He would know that you're casting a spell.
That sucks.
You can just excuse yourself for like a second. Go out the door, cast it, and come back in.
what? Master Fulmar, I apologize. I don't think I had laid this out. So, the bandits, comes from Sig, and they are headquartered in the place called the Mount. We need to go there for something very important, and we thought if we had the militia's help, it would be better. And since most of the danger that's coming to town, I'm assuming it is from the bandits, this would be a good idea.
The answer is no. The militia stays here to protect the people.
From what?
From dangers. Whether it is bandit or undead or who knows what. Now, as you are not of Lonrick, and you have done good for money, if you continue to do well, perhaps some payment can be in response, but asking for my militia, unfortunately, is not negotiable.
Well, what if we make it transactional? Is there anything you're worried about that you need the militia for right now? Anything we can sort for you, and in return, you lend us your militia to take care of something that's going to cause you problems in the future if we don't take care of it. This way it's a win-win for you.
Or only a persuasion check.
I am really good at those. So 17.
You see a look of intrigue upon his face. He puts down his letter and actually looks to each of your group. no longer dividing between his work.
Cool.
1,300 gold. And you will have my militia.
1,300.
That seems very specific.
Yeah.
It would be enough to pay them for contracting.
Hey, who for your contracting?
You'd be paying for the contracting of my militia.
Oh.
Transactional is what we say, yes?
Well, I was hoping more-
Transactional does not need to be material cost.
Well, I'm asking for gold.
I'm asking you to rethink.
Can I step out and cast a technique?
Sure.
Great. Would love to do that. I'll be right back. I just have to think for a moment without y'all yelling at each other, just for a brief moment. Go outside, cast a tech box.
She's probably
Alright,
going
come back
to the
inside.
previous.
So, coming back in, are you,
I'm looking at what's his face.
you're taking the surface thoughts of Fulmar, yeah?
Surface thoughts of Fulmar, and I'll just ask a question when there's a brief pause.
Okay. So currently the surface thoughts are... If I start here, perhaps with negotiations, I'll still end up more than what Big Sig is paying me.
Yeah.
Oh my
that's what I
god.
figured. Yep, that's exactly what I thought. Okay. I'm just like, a wicked smile comes across Annie's face. She goes, well, like, not wicked, but like, satisfied, because that's what I was thinking. Master Fulmar, oh shoot, I had a question, I forgot what it was.
How much is sick paying you?
Well, I think we got that answer with the number. Do you know what Big Sig does at the mound? Out of curiosity.
Immediately his eyes turn to you,
Hi.
and you can hear... Why this question? I'm assuming that he does what every other thug does. Rules with
Well-
fear and intimidation.
And paying people. I'm just gonna say that like off the. But you know he also tortures people and kills people, especially those who might think they're safe.
You
Um.
hear... It's not even really a hear. You see in Fulmar's mind that, as you mentioned, torture and killing people, the sort of deal of sending Skyfire refugees to Kroll and Company. And go ahead, roll for me an insight check for me, Andy.
Do I get advantage?
No.
Oh, thank you.
It seems that
17.
perhaps, if you didn't think this already, this thought seals it. Fulmar is perhaps the reason why you encountered those bandits on the road when you went after the priests.
Yeah. Cool. So, what did I just say? Oh, so it might be a good idea to get rid of this man before he decides that, this town, for instance, he might want to attack more. Perhaps whatever protection it currently has will, go away. This, bandits are kind of unpredictable. They kind of just do whatever suits them. No contracts that they make are really trustworthy. Ever. So I'm just saying it might be a good idea to strike now before he turns his entire crew on us. We ran into a bunch of them, and if they were all together and focused, they could definitely destroy this entire town, and you along with it. So, Just saying.
Narrowing his eyes, keeping them on you. 1,000 gold. No less.
If we took your militia, we could get it for you.
Are you attempting to be deceitful with this?
Although, I wouldn't be surprised if it was true, but I don't know for sure.
Well, no. It's more of the intent. Are you saying that
Yeah,
if you get
sure.
the 1,000
I'll be
gold, you would
attempting.
pay it back? Or would you not pay it back? Because if it's...
Oh, no, yeah, I would give him money if he gave us the militia.
Then roll a
But I'm just saying
persuasion.
that we could do it later. Alright. Give us a loan. Oh, goody. 21.
He takes a moment, looks over each of you, and with that connection, you see where he's kind of weighing each of you, Andy. Your capabilities, your success in a previous matter. He sees that you've already called in upon Captain Steralda. $100 gold to be paid back upon your success. And he begins to pull another sheet of paper and write it down. You have authorization to use militia. I will deliver upon the official paperwork to you, Storalda, as it is readied. And she gives a nod. You have your authorization.
I guess I'll give kind of a a little bow, trying not to be mocking, but maybe a touch of it slips by before leaving. Curious.
Frista, Tala, do you do anything else?
Not until we're outside.
Okay. Yeah, you guys make it out.
Did you notice how he started out with 1,300, then 1,000, and then said 100 gold?
No, it's 1,000. It's to be paid for 1,000.
What?
If I misspoke and said 100, it's 1,000. He said that was the minimum.
Okay, gotcha. Interesting. Huh. Are we?
You
How
handled that very
alone
well.
are we?
What was that, Lexi?
How alone are we?
Currently you have, it's you, Kari, Ansel, Renan, Terminder, and Captain Storalda, and the guard outside, but, Captain Storalda would be, moving to get the militia set up.
Okay, that's fine. As soon as we get like out of earshot, like I don't know, 50 feet away from the guard, and as we keep walking, I'll just let them know kind of what I gleaned. Yeah. So he's totally getting paid off by Big Sig, and he probably put the bandits on us. Just fun fact. So yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so I don't think
What
this is gonna go well for a
what
lot
are
of
the
reasons.
yes, what are the chances that he's going to alert Big Sig of us coming?
I think pretty high, but it depends. Does he value 1,000 gold more, or what are we worth? But if we're taking a militia, maybe that's a good sign, because he probably wants that back alive.
Oh, blame us for their death and execute us. Do you think we should let Captain know?
Speaking as someone who's lived in Lawnmrick their whole life, we don't really do executions here.
Oh, great. Do you think we should let the captain know?
I think that, this is, a
Delicate situation.
very delicate situation. Perhaps, and we don't even know, what is going on, with the militia. We just have their ability to assist. There could be other preparations, making sure that the town is not defenseless.
Do you think the captain could also be involved?
I wouldn't know. I don't really know Captain Sturl all that well. Most of my contacts reside within the temple.
I am torn. If the captain is a good captain, I don't want her to lead her men into a trap. Yet, on the other hand, if the captain is part of the whole bribe payoff thing, we don't want to go ahead and alert them that we know.
He, I might have an idea.
Yes?
So right here with Lonmark, we're kind of in between the realms where Kroll and Company, Big Sig's crew is, and Gerngak's raiders. We could try and, pick out one of the bandits nearby, and if they're of Gerngak's crew, we can get them to kind of help, so they can strike back at Big Sig and Kroll and Company, and or we could try riding out to them too, and I make a more personal impression. I don't know, but if you're worried about not having enough men, because I mean you seem to think it could be a trap, that's one way.
Oh. And how far is Death Rock from here?
Last if he stayed where he was, he'd be a few days travel. But
And
Death
how
Rock,
long is it to the mound?
the mound would be about a week, but in a different direction.
Okay, in a different direction.
If I'm remembering correctly.
Well, I mean, I think having more people is a good idea. I think probably face to face is better. But this is Kari's mission. Kari, what are your thoughts?
It's getting to the mound is the important thing. It's up to you. If we do so more immediately, or try and take precautions.
I think precautions is always great. However, what do you think is Big Sig is doing with the item? And are we delivering ourselves directly into his trap by going over there in the first place? Do we have a time limit on his end? The longer we wait, the more danger.
I would assume that the longer we wait, it would be more danger. He's been stripping the power from other survivors. Waiting gives him more time to do so. I'm going to be frank with you, I don't think this is a trap. I think Master Fulmar cares more about coin than anything.
I hope so.
But you said that he is preparing for an attack of some sort? Was that not what Captain Fulmar had shared with us back when we were talking? Am I remembering that wrong?
Captain Staralda says that Big Sig is aware of what Karyanthe is doing.
Oh, right. Yeah.
They've got people around likely to protect what they have. So it's not so much that they're preparing for like you specifically, they're preparing to their defenses because they know that people are coming to steal the things that they've been utilizing.
Yeah. I mean, then my vote is that we go and take Talamander's suggestion and get more people.
Yeah.
I wish we can message Deathrock. But then again, he walks so slow, he probably will not be able to meet us.
Yeah, and he might not be there.
Don't say that.
Well, he might just wanted to find some more rocks.
Yeah, because I told him we'll be back the next day.
Man, that poor horse.
But
Oh, I don't care about the horse.
Next time you see Deathrock, there's just going to be a few horse legs sticking out.
Oh, don't!
Oh,
Game Master!
oh my gosh. That's quality.
I mean, the horse could have been glue. Who knows?
Oh,
That doesn't make
Just
it
getting
better.
just getting worse.
I'm good at making things worse.
Yes. Can confirm.
So you are you heading over to Captain Staralda to alert them that of the plan to kind of do a bit of a reroute? So you kind of head out in the direction towards Gurngak and then redirect to the path on the mound.
I think so, but I personally would like to know what her thoughts are about getting these quote-unquote rebels to join us.
Yeah.
Maybe she doesn't like them.
So you go to Captain Staralda and then ask?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, cool. I can't say that I'm the most overjoyed about the addition of raiders into our group. However, I can see that that could be a boon.
Mm. Well, then, if you have no objections, I say that's the way we should go. What do you guys think?
Sure. Perhaps the militia just kind of goes straight towards the mound, slowly.
Well, we've got work that we're going to do here.
Oh, perfect.
Since we've got the go-ahead from Master Fulmar for the militia to accompany you all, we're going to spend the day setting up the defenses, and you're more than welcome to help out. But I don't want my people being left on their own, so to say.
I understand. Right. I will help.
Quick question. So you want to go with us to enlist the raiders? You think that will be a good idea to bring a militia to the raiders?
I feel that a show of peace and a attempt to work together would be better than to spring a surprise upon figures like this. So long as tensions are kept tensions and don't boil over, I think it could be pulled off.
Good. Good. Priesta,
Salamander. Oh, go ahead.
your thoughts?
I'm good with the plan we're setting up. I'm not sorry for not saying. I'm listening very intensely.
Oh, good, good. Andy, you were saying something.
Yeah, question to Terminator. Who was next in line to lead the raiders?
Gurngak is the head, and
Oh, right.
so he's still around. He might be
Okay.
upset because Luthoric was his advisor on a lot of things. Maybe we can bring him a gift or something. Gifts make people not as upset.
What is he like?
I don't know.
Cool. Okay.
I have a question for you, Talamander. Are you in
Salamander.
danger from these people now that you have left?
Probably not. I wasn't a raider. I was just assistant to Sorineros, who was helping out Luthoric, but we weren't part of their group officially.
Okay. Well, provisions is gotta be tough to get to bring as a gift. Does he like to smoke?
Maybe.
Does he like music?
I really don't know. I didn't spend a lot of time around him. I was just helping Sorineros. And she looks down at her feet, her shoulders kind of coming up as she makes herself smaller.
I think Tala's going to put a gentle hand on her shoulders. You've been a great help. This is a great idea. Thank you, Talamander. You are a valuable member of our team, and I'm glad you're here. And I give a gentle squeeze.
There's not much of a physical response. You can tell that Terraminder is tense, and perhaps that is because of demons not yet expelled. But
Which one?
right?
Okay. I was a. Okay. I have a weird idea. What if we bring an expensive bottle of alcohol and I don't know, a bundle of tobacco? I am being stereotypical at the moment, but don't and it's like that type of stuff.
alcohol. Alcohol would work. I don't know. I could do performance or
Right. Right.
um.
Because I'm sure there he doesn't get to see performance.
Do just want to remind you all that currently we are in 1,000 gold debt. Perhaps buying expensive items not to be the highest on our list.
Right. Well, you know, revenge is a nice gift. We are bringing him opportunity as a gift.
There you go.
And
Oh
I'm
my
sure Andy and Freestyle, you two can sell that.
We could just ask. We could
Yes.
head over and say, we're looking to do this with you guys. What do you want in return?
Yeah, sounds like a
Oh,
poe.
boy. Okay. Good.
Coupled with please don't
Okay.
kill us.
I think we start with that.
Well, how about if we start off with offering them an opportunity? And if they say no, then we can say, what would you like in return? Because I feel like owing to two different parties may not be the smartest idea.
Yeah, but I'd be perfectly willing to eliminate Master Fulmar because he's an ass.
Well, I think we need to deal with them one way or another. Yes. Because bad person.
Yeah, but I think just going there and kind of testing the waters would be good.
Yes.
Show of strength, but also show of peace, kind of a deal.
Right. Yes.
Cool. Cool.
Yes.
So when can we leave? You said
We are
preparations?
spending the day to prepare the town for our departure, so in the morning.
Well, where would you like me, Captain? I shall assist.
Well, we've got figures that are setting up barricades of logs sharpened to points. You can assist there, or if there's anything else that you think you might want to do.
Okay, barricades it is. I shall see you at dinner, everyone, yes? Oh, I should go get a room for another night. I'll do that as well.
Okay. You make it just in time to extend your stay. Extension is 2 gold.
Got it. 2 gold reduction.
So you have the afternoon to help the forces of Lonrake to create barricades, defenses, and anything else you might think would work. Cariante grabs some of the villagers who are not full militia members to show to them basic attacks to utilize against any sort of invaders. Anyone who wishes to help there may do so. Terraminder and Renan help with the setting up of barricades as that is a more immediate and visual representation of the work that they're doing. You can see the pride in them as they assist. Particularly in Terraminder. Renan, a little bit more contemplative, seeing if anything sparks memories.
Yeah, I help out there.
All right. Freesta, do you help out with the defenses? And if so, how?
Freestyle probably go between Taramanda and Renan and where Kari is. Just sort of seeing where she can help, not really having any expertise in what anyone's doing.
Yeah, no worries. Your help is appreciated. And as you flit about the different areas to assist, it's good work. Does Andy do anything to help?
Andy's looking at her hands and looking at logs and going, I don't think this is gonna go. She would like to provide moral support, or like do like bring people food that she might munch on, or other like not physically labor intensive things, but like, like a manager kind of a deal. You're doing great.
You're providing background like moral support music.
Yeah, and occasionally I might pull out my flute if I get inspired and play
Look,
something if someone's
everyone's
has
got to have the
struggles.
lemonade runner, you know? So, as Andy, you move around to make sure that the work site stays productive. Ansel assisting in that as well as assisting in the preparation of the barricades. Easy to see that every so often he looks back to the temple with a contemplative look upon his face. But the hours toil away, and soon you see that there's been a weaving of these massive barricades along the major roads. In between, there has been crafted sort of rope adorned with spikes provided by the blacksmith to further deter any sort of assault. Renan and Terminder, as well as the rest of you, if you are present, stand to look at the village. Terminder smiles, seeing the good that she has done in front of her eyes. Ansel looks again back to the temple. But Kari looks out into the darkness. Beyond the tree line, there is, of course, the Fey fires that light up the sky. And one that is a bit different. The effects of this last remaining piece, the core, the engine of the Salvation Key, pulses that same bright energy up into the sky. What do you all do as the day comes to an end? Bodies worn from your efforts to assist. Any thoughts? Any interactions you seek out?
I think Tala is going to, if possible, during the work, stay next to Talamander and just trying to give her encouragement and reassurances as much as she can. She's doing a good job.
Okay. Terminder, at least in this moment, seems to be receptive to such words. Unsure that it will be ones that stick, but at least now, there might be hope that she can see herself as the good guy.
Yeah, I think Tala's goal is to make her for Calamander to not to see her as a threat. To kind of, if she can get herself to feel comfortable around Tala, and even sees her as a comforting figure, like a safety person, that will be her ultimate goal. But things take time.
You would know that Terminder doesn't see any of you guys as threats. She is naturally skittish,
Yeah,
but she doesn't show any sort of fear, not at any of you.
good. That's very good.
Any reflections from Andy or Frista?
From Andy. She's been contemplating the fact that she's going to leave this town to kind of the whim of a corrupt leader, which seems eerily familiar. And she is a little bit concerned that what they're doing won't matter. That they'll come back and the town will be destroyed.
Oh my God.
And she's wondering if taking the militia is really a good thing. Yeah, she's just getting generally concerned about the whole thing.
Understandable.
A lot has been learned from the start of the day until where we are now, so Frista is very overwhelmed, and the first chance she gets to just rest, she's going to take it, not follow it up with anything.
So as you find a place to kind of exist in quiet and solitude, there's a presence that you can sense. Doesn't say anything, but Ansel is nearby. Just sort of offering a presence to know that you're not alone. As the day comes to an end, dinner can be had at the tavern once more. And you have the room to sleep. Is there anything that you seek out in the night? Any interactions or moments?
Yeah, may I speak with Kari?
Yeah.
Kari, do you have a moment?
I believe I do, yeah.
What are your true thoughts to this quest that we're going on, do you think we can really get there and get the item that you're looking for?
Well, truthfully, it doesn't matter if we get it. We need to get there and destroy it. Causing a fight should be enough, and with the assistance of Gangak's raiders, perhaps we'll have enough.
Is it worth the lives of these people?
I don't see them as an immediate cost. What of our efforts will have a direct outcome on these people's lives? The only thing that I can think of would be today. We've provided them defenses and some amount of training, and I don't see that harming them.
But what if the militia don't come back? What then?
That is a risk of war. Sure, we're not in a war, but any sort of battle, you risk your life. There's every chance that when you go into a fight, you do not come out.
Yes.
But that is all that it is. A chance.
Will you promise me one thing? That you will not needlessly throw these people into danger. That whatever you decide, it'll be worth it.
I am not a being of needless risks.
Good. Good. Well, thank you. Good night. And I go to sleep.
Okay. Freesta, Andy, if there's anything you wish to do in the evening.
No, Andy's probably pretty burnt out from, carrying lemonade all over the place. Short legs, struggles. Um, but she is now wondering if Dark Thoughts continued, if she'll find out more about Beck at the mound, because if people were asking the Raiders if they had seen him, they might have asked the mound if they had seen him, or know what the insignias are like. And she's also a dark corner of hers wondering if she'll find Beck, dead or alive, working with Big Sig.
Oh.
So, anyway,
Wow.
she's just generally not having great thoughts today.
Wow. Dude.
So,
Holy crap. Wow. Okay.
Freesta, can we get a little peek into the thoughts?
Krista be fast asleep as soon as she could be. He is weirdly starting to think about the choice she made for this whole situation a few days ago, where she is I think it was actually earlier that day, it was someone who said we are now in 1,000 gold debt. And she almost forgot she's in debt to that person in the woods with the seed. So she's
Oh my god.
thinking about that and thinking about this, and she's in the middle of
Definitely things to think about. Proves for perhaps a fitful sleep. Or trance. Unless it would be a full sleep. After such heavy thoughts carried back and forth. But no matter. Rest comes to all of you. A full long rest. Any expended abilities come back. And as dawn begins to rise, you each are awoken by Kari. We are ready to set out.
Yes,
Food?
I am.
I've gone ahead and ordered us some toast with melted cheese and apples. And so it's very
you.
travel-friendly food.
Not that it will survive that long for Andy, but that's nice.
I look at how much Andy's, think I give her my bread and, butter or whatever. But I do keep my apple and I eat it.
Do you want my
Because,
apple?
you do not want your apple?
I've already eaten half of it, but if you want it, you better speak now.
No, you eat it.
No, I give it to her. Like, it's like a moment where I'm like holding it. I'm like, oh, I gotta let go, hand, let go. Okay, and then grab a piece of toast.
Okay.
Continue.
And Paula thinks this is a wonderful moment. Andy shared food, and she feels very, very, honored.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an emotional moment. I think she gets a little teary-eyed that Andy shared her food with her.
Half of an apple.
Even if it was a spoonful, it would have been great.
I'm gonna scooch a little bit away from Paula. A little bit concerning. Does she cry all the time?
I don't know. I've known her just as long as you have.
Okay. Just wondering. Just gonna sit with you for a little bit. She's scaring me.
That's great. How are you?
I'm doing great. I have 2 pieces of toast. Life is good.
Oh, I love how your priorities are so simple.
Can I roll a deception?
And then all the thoughts from last night come back to the forefront. Sure, if you want to roll a deception check here.
I would love to roll it. Could I do it with disadvantage?
Sure.
I love it. Okay.
My passive insight is 10.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know what you're worried about.
Oh, no!
Oh, nice.
I'm just that's fine. That works. We're gonna ignore the fact that I'm a halfling.
I mean, it's up to you. You can choose it. Tree
What-
roll.
I'm just gonna read this quickly. You can re-roll it. Not
Yeah,
good.
you don't have
pass.
to. Yeah, so thematically.
Oh,
Frisa, there's definitely more complex things.
Krista just leans over and wraps Andy in a hug.
Aw. Tried to steal your toast.
Krista lets you.
Oh, that's so nice.
Frista feels that at this moment the toast is the
Worth
lesser,
it.
the lesser of concerns.
I use prestidigitation to make your food more flavorful.
Oh, nice!
Having a whole moment. Oh my god. I never
whole
look at
moment
cheese
over
and
food.
toasting the same way again.
How's Ansel, Renan, and Talamander doing?
Ansel's not here.
Oh.
It's at the inn, and he stays at
Oh, right,
the
right.
temple.
So we're just waiting for him.
Well, Kari has gotten you guys up to head out. It's likely that he's
Oh,
been
is
told. Because the militia, you guys are all kind of heading out.
is Brother Ansel not coming?
No, he will be meeting us at the militia. It makes
Oh,
sense
right.
for him to meet us there then.
Right. Yes. Yes. Good. 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 Right. Yes. Renan, how are you?
It is a new morning. I am awake and ready to be go.
Good. For whatever, maybe, but I'm glad you're coming with us. For what
Perhaps
is
this
worth.
way. Perhaps it will be a spark of memories.
Yes. We'll find out that she's married to Big Sig or grandmother.
How
Good
can
grandmother.
she was a statue?
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh my
true.
god.
Yeah,
well,
but we don't know
just
how
say
long she's been
grandmother.
a statue.
You would. I know one of you knows that the fashion she wears is like very like out of fashion, but was something that was used in for battle mages like centuries ago.
Krista found that out. I can't remember if she shared it or not.
Yeah.
I believe she
Actually,
would
I
have.
think she did. I think she
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
I think she had a whole like, this is really old clothing. Are you a
Yeah.
cosplayer?
Yeah. I remember. Oh yeah, she could be a cosplayer. You don't know.
Never know.
She was a statue. She was stone.
Okay,
The best
so
cosplayer.
she's playing into the parts. Maybe she's cosplaying a statue.
Yeah. She's a LARPer.
You guys make things so convoluted sometimes, and I think it's all
What?
a coping mechanism because you're afraid of what might happen.
Maybe. No,
Wait,
you would never.
we're actually attacking the mound filled with like really like badass bandits who've
And
hurt
dead
us
people.
before.
Don't
And
forget
dead
the
people.
Yeah.
And they now have the same abilities that we have. Plus, we're going up to get the raiders that we don't know how they're going to react. For all
Yep.
we know, they could say, oh, Talamander, you are a betrayer and you need to now die. And we all have to fight them. You know, they're
That'd be
things.
fun.
No.
I'd turn her invisible and say run.
To be fair, the last time that you went up against Big Sig's Raiders at the Mound, you were all level 1. You're stronger
Yes.
now.
So is he?
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, no, that's what nightmares are for. Don't have to talk about it. They just kind of appear.
Anything? Do you take anything else here in the room before you head out to meet with the militia?
Can I buy some more bread?
Yeah. You see the same elven figure from yesterday morning.
Hi! Can I get some more bread? A full loaf?
I really we've got so many people.
Yeah, but we'll be leaving. Consider this like my breakfast for tomorrow, but I'm eating it now.
Roll
Which
persuasion
I've
check.
done many times. Okay. I'm so good at persuasion. Oh yeah, 19.
And I guess you know, if you're leaving and And if the militia's leaving, we won't really have as many people, so a full loaf wouldn't be so much.
My eyes go like as big as like teacups. Really?
Yeah, it'll be full couple pieces.
Okay. I'm gonna give you 5 because you're my new best friend.
All right. And he goes back and comes back with a wrapped loaf of bread.
I'm so excited. It's like it's probably the size of me, and I'm so excited.
It's about it's kind of circular, so it's like if your face was kind of smushed together twice over.
Good. Soon as I see Andy leave, may I approach the same bartender?
Yeah, you approach him. He's the only one on duty, so
Hi. May I get 3 loaves of half bread and 3 apples and 3 tomatoes, please? It's for me and my 2 friends.
that's really a lot of food. Your provision is short. I mean, I could sell you to some of it, but yeah, we need a bit of it for the
And I will take whatever you can give me.
I could give you a meal. It would be about a slice of bread and some of the an apple and some of the tomatoes.
Yeah, I will take that, please.
Alright.
May I have a bit of cheese with that as well?
Yeah. All of that together would be a half silver.
I will give you half silver.
All right, that's 5 coppers.
Yep.
And he comes back and he's got a meal. Now, if you wanted 3 over, it would be, of course, the same for. But you have a bit of flavorful food for yourself.
Cool. And I go out and I give the bread and cheese over to Freesta because I noticed that she didn't eat her full food. And then I give the apple to Telemander to hold. And I enjoy the tomato.
Okay.
And hopefully Telemander will get hungry and eat the apple. This is for you. You can hold it or eat it, but it is yours.
Okay. So now Terminder has another apple because she did get one with breakfast.
Yep.
But as you meet the Staralda's militia are heading out. There's 100 of the crown soldiers that were assigned from Wintervale to protect the town. A few other volunteers of the people. And you see Staralda upon a horse waiting with 2 figures. One of them you can recognize as Ansel. The other you see is a half-orc figure. And as you close the distance, Staralda. Good morning.
Hi.
Well, my men have started on their progression. We've made the adjustments to our route for this conjecture with Gurngax raiders. But I thought it best that you've got Lorcan here with you. He's one of mine, and he's quite fast. Can be a run for messages. That way, if you outpace us, or if we stay a bit in front of you, we can still communicate fairly easily.
Hello, Larkin. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's quite a pleasure.
I'm sorry, is it Lorkin? Larkin?
Uh,
How do you
Lorkin.
pronounce that?
It's an Lorkin.
Oh, Lorkin. Lorkin. I will try to remember. Thank you. Lorkin.
I mean, you could really call me most anything.
Wait for dinner? No.
He gives you a wink.
It makes
Guy
me so
has a
happy.
sense. Guy has a sense of humor. That's a plus.
I like this guy. I'm not giving him bread though, but he rose a few notches.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to traveling with you. I've been speaking here with Ansel for a bit. I think you guys are got a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So, you head out,
Yep.
and amongst your group, of course, it is the three of you. You now have Ansel, Kari, Renan, Terminder, and Lorkin. Let's go ahead. Let's get survival checks, please.
Eh,
My
Oh, man.
specialty.
that makes one of us. Yeah, no, that's a 7.
Well, I meant it as a joke. Meant to be
I
sarcastic.
believe you now. Mm-hmm.
As you head out, your travel is good. Even though you are even though you set out a little bit after the militia, they are a larger group. They move at a slower pace, especially with all the material that they carry with them, allowing you all to get a few steps ahead, so to say.
Yep.
And as you guys are taking this, do you have any conversations on the road?
Salamander.
Oh, yes.
May I ask you a question?
Yeah, no, you can always ask me questions. I don't. You can ask a question.
Thank you. It feels like you've had a difficult time recently, for quite a while, and that you have feelings about what you may have done, that you feel it was wrong. And I agree, that was wrong. But you could have stayed back in town and worked there or done something. Instead, you chose to come with us in this dangerous mission. May I ask why?
Because you guys are the good guys, and you know, yeah, and you guys saved me, and I need to to help you guys. That's how it works.
Oh, that is very sweet and right, and I, I, I respect you for that decision. That is good. I'm glad you're here. And also, I would like to maybe apologize ahead of time. There may be times where I may seem that I'm watching you, and most likely I am, but not because of you. I am trying to learn the difference. I guess only halfling that I know is Andy. And I noticed how different you are from her. So I'm trying to learn, I guess, more about halflings. Like, for example, I thought maybe all halflings eat as much as Andy, where it seems like you don't eat as much. So I guess that's not a feature of a halfling. See, that is good to learn.
I mean, maybe, it could just be a personal thing. I don't need as much food as other people do, so.
Oh, now see, now I know something about you. This is good. Thank you. This is good. And if you ever get tired and want to ride on top of my shoulders, just let me know. It'll be fun.
Okay.
Huh. Actually, I think I can even turn into a horse. Interesting thought.
I mean, you have seen one.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Okay.
Nothing from Andy. She's just now very concerned about general things. But she's loving on her loaf of bread. Yeah.
Probably made this morning, yeah? It's gotta be nice and fresh.
Roll a d100 for me, Andy.
Oh, sorry.
Don't do this to her emotional support breads.
It's not like stale, but it's not warm. It was perhaps baked yesterday or something.
That's fine.
He's prestidigitation to warm the bread.
Best thing ever.
It's so fun. I don't even want to eat this at this moment because it just makes me so happy to like have a whole loaf of bread. It's like the pint thing. Like it's just as great. It's so big.
Here's a question for you. With all the siblings and family members you've had, have you ever had a bread this big, all for you?
Have I been given a bread this big?
Have you
No.
ever had?
Have I had a bread this big? Yes.
Yeah.
What was it
Okay.
given to me freely? No. But yeah.
As you walk holding this bread, Andy, Renan is next to you and
Uh-oh.
gives a bit of a look. Do you not typically indulge in your food with expediency?
Typically yes, but this is just making me really happy by itself. Maybe at lunchtime I'll eat it in like 2 minutes.
She nods, takes the answer that you give her. It was just a curiosity. And she goes quiet, but doesn't seem to move from your side, Andy.
Can I inside check her? She's trying to steal my bread.
Yeah, go ahead, roll an insight check.
Love to roll an inside check. Looking for motivations. 21.
You see no motivations. She's got a pleasant look upon her face as she walks. Perhaps is here not so much about the bread curiosity, but if there is a deeper conversation that you're not willing to instigate but wouldn't turn away from, she's offering that output.
Interesting. Okay, still a little bit suspicious that she's trying to steal my bread. I'll just kind of awkwardly, I guess, we're walking. You want to talk about something?
Not really. I had noticed that your...
Yes.
I had
Sorry, what?
noticed your expression was one of thought, contemplation.
Is that unusual?
You typically seem fairly in the moment. It is no fault to have thoughts and for them to consume your mind.
Yeah, I guess you'd know a lot about that, huh?
I still wish to learn more of what is behind me, yes. But I
Yeah,
have
same.
taken cues from your group that perhaps my eyes should be open to what is in front of me.
Yeah, I suppose. There's a saying here that I'm not remembering. Something about, like, if you keep looking ahead of you, you won't see what's right in front of you or something. Yeah. That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, and I guess worrying about stuff won't really prevent it from happening. So. I just don't know if what we're doing is the good thing. We'll find out, I suppose. You know, if it leads to a horrible fiery death or not. That's my biggest fear. Oh, that's not my biggest fear. Who am I kidding? Never mind. Anyway. You want some bread?
Sure.
Great.
Oh my
I pull
God.
off, like, the smallest piece of bread possible. I give it to her.
A crumb.
She takes it
Yeah.
as if it was a normal torn piece, and
Not from halfling hands.
yeah,
They're not tiny.
Is Andy starting to like us or what?
Well, and now that the bread has been, like, sullied by a tear in it, I'm just gonna start eating the whole thing.
Yeah.
So.
Of course. You are.
so
Oh, wait, hold up. A knock. Not that you know anything, but I'm just gonna show you this symbol that I have just for funsies. The insignia thing.
as you show it off, she looks at it, brow furrows. I am sorry. I do not remember.
Okay, just wondering. Just shove it back in my little pouch. Munch on my bread. It's fine.
Okay.
Just gonna keep walking. And try not to look at the trees that are all around us.
Well, luckily, you are on a path that seems to have a bit of a clear from the tree line, but they are
Yay.
present. This is true.
Yes, of course.
Frista, what are you doing as you walk? Any thoughts? Any conversations you seek out?
No, Lisa just tries to make sure she has an eye on everyone. So when people talk to other people, she's constantly repositioning herself in the group. Make sure no one's out of eye shot or earshot.
As you do this, Lorcan sort of steps back in to step with you. You got the makings of a hunter. You know, I can see that.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a thing that I'll greatly appreciate. I do a bit of shooting myself, and he points to the short bow on his back.
I always thought it was one of the best weapons. Until I almost ran out of arrows like 3 times. God, I
Yeah,
wish I was close range sometimes.
the arrows will really do it for someone. So I'll keep myself armed with this, and he pulls a hunter's knife as well. Just in case get a little bit close to whatever I'm hunting. And he gives a wink. Puts the blade back into its sheath.
The reason you came up to talk to me, or do you just want to talk about hunting? So I'm really not in a mood for conversation right now.
Well, just, you know, thought it was something that we could use to cover common ground. I can tell, especially now, perhaps you wanting to be a bit on your own, just, you just seemed a little worried, like there's some sort of misfortune on the horizon. And thought I could come over and try and ease things a bit. Like that. Seeming that I'm perhaps overstepping here, so...
No, I appreciate the attempt, honestly.
He gives a half smile. I can tell, you got a bit on your mind. You know, not saying that you shouldn't worry about whatever's worrying you, and if you want to put that down, at least for a few minutes, even when, you know, we're camping or something like that. I'm pretty good at telling stories and a few card games.
I'll keep that in mind. And Feaster gives him a wink.
He keeps that smile as he steps back amongst the group. And as you all continue your movements, let's get one more round of survival checks as we see
Feaster really has an eye out.
cool. And then let's just add this roll here. You find yourselves bedding down off the trail for the evening. You see the light of the militia's camp not too far behind you. A few 100 feet, sure, but you do see the visual. And as you each set up your areas, not yet having dinner, not yet deciding who might be upon watch. Our session will come to an end here.
Oh, man, I thought you were going to drop something on us.
No, we'll see what happens.
Actually, quick question before you end it here.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that do I notice Freesta acting anything strange around the Winterveld guards?
So you're not in an immediate with the militia. The militia is 100.
No, at the way back in the town
Okay.
when we were all first gathering together.
They had already set out on the path.
Oh, they did. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
So
I'm good, thank you.
yeah. So we will pick up with camp next week. But until then, I will see you guys in the next stream. To find out more about Wildewitch RP and all the ways you can find us on the internet, head over to our website, wildewitch.com. That's going to be WILDEWITCH.com. Again, all the ways you can find us on the internet, all about us, all the fun things we've got going on can be found there. We also have Sirenscape, who provides all of our background music, our ambiance, our sad trombone at dramatically appropriate times. You can find out more about Sirenscape and what they can do for your table by heading over to their website, sirenscape.com. And as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.
Bye.